Livecast, and this is going to be a PUBG mobile event. This is a $100 prize pool, so if you want to compete in the future, hit the Discord link in the description. You guys can sign up then for every single tournament that we got. Now, for this one, I'm going to show you guys a few things before we begin. We have 4 minutes before we begin. It will be the team list, and that's actually what we're going to do. I thought we were going to do more. I'll talk about the point system because I don't have the graphic up for this. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't prepare well enough. But I'll show you guys the team list and we'll go from there. So let's just throw it up. Billy, can you throw it up? Billy, take your time. Take your time. Okay, here we go. Here are the teams. If you guys are rooting for a particular team, let me know. That would be great. So the first slot is not going to be taken by any team. That's NA for you. Revolution at number 1 is on team slot 2. Infinity 1, GR Esports, Strangers BD, NA again, Dark Esports, F29 Reborn, Zombies Boys NA, C4 Esports, BEX, -7, Clover NA, Atlas Gaming, Brave Esports, BR Esports, The Fierce, Cure Esports, Moctezuma, hope I got that name right, Moctezuma Esports, No Toxic 1, Vendetta, and the rest are not going to be taken up. So as you can see, we do not have a full group, but we have some really solid teams. And, you know, I'm going to be rooting for a team. I'm going to be picking -7, team slot 12 to be the victors. Why? Because I said so. That's all you have to know. If you pick them, great. You're probably going to be right. If you didn't pick them, let me know in chat and I'll explain why you are wrong. It happens. You guys get it wrong most of the time, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. You know, can't be perfect like me. So we are going to start in 2 minutes. I'm going to try to get a discovery box for you guys in Trovo. So if you guys are there, appreciate if you guys leave a follow. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, awesome. Subscribe, leave a like, that good stuff too. So as we wait for a moment, teams are still getting into the room. I'm going to be checking up on that too. We do have a delay on the stream, so setting up the discovery box, I have to do that after we literally go live. But we leave the delay because we want to make sure there is no stream sniping in real time. Right? So when I say something it's already been said a few minutes ago, when you see something that actually happened a few minutes ago, and there's no real way around that. We have to do that for keeping the competitiveness of this in a fair way. So if you guys are just tuning in, this is a PUBG mobile event. It is hosted by Naked Esports and Community Gaming. We have a $100 prize pool on the line. First, second, third, and fourth place will get money. So we'll see which teams do. The other thing I do want to do is... Okay, so I'm checking Discord. Discord looks great. No one's throwing up question marks or anything like that. You never know. It looks like we have gone live, which is great. I will be writing or creating a Discord there, creating a discovery box there. Got 8 o'clock right now though, so we might try to start. We have 2 tags in that cool. People always seem to have tag issues. We have 2 tags. That is fine. As long as they are the people registered. That's all I care about. So I'm just reviewing the teams. They look good so far. So I have my phone below, and I also have my emulator up here too. That way, you know, if something goes wrong, I have one thing to record everything at least. Or to take screenshots. Because my phone's not literally recording. It'll just be screenshotting. Alright. I think we're good to start. Any last minute things? Don't see any. That looks clear. Okay. Let's give this first match a shot. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a sec when I hit start. What you guys will look like. There we go. So as you see next to me, we have a ticker going on. That is showing you guys the teams that are registered, that are ready to go. And so if you're ever wondering who's in slot 6, for instance, you see no one's in slot 6. Slot 7, Dark Esports is there. So we'll go all the way around for the teams you guys are doing. Made one. We got the music while we're at it. Now, let's see where teams will go. As you can see, I should clean that up. Okay. Now we're doing it. So let's see where teams go. It looks like 2 teams are heading over to Severny. Let's go check that out. It is a big enough place for teams to kind of go in parallel and loot without engaging right away in a fight. But you can see this is a bit of a push here from R9. They are taking over the north part, or I should say the west part of the area, while Strangers BD have gone even farther away. They probably, I think they're going to be looking for, you were shooting at him, a vehicle to head more around to go all the way to the end. But, you know, that is fine to do because there are a lot of spaces for teams to take over with this limited amount of players on the map. So you might as well take advantage by not jumping right into the fray. Get yourself ready, get yourself looted up, get yourself meted up, and vested up. All those things matter before you go into a fight, unless you want to take the risk. But if you're a really good team and you know that fully kitted you're better than another squad, you should want that. Took the shot. Interesting from TFC here. I would not necessarily have done that in order to keep a, you know, less of a risky situation for yourself. So that could lead to GR Esports to kind of wonder if they can move on their own. They might be more saddled into their positions rather than going in and moving. Although you can see here GR is not stopping on the loot process. They are going to continue, which should exactly what they should do. If you don't have enough stuff, you really shouldn't be trying to fight. I'm going to head over to here as we seem to have a fight for sure. As Levels seems to be in trouble. They only have 3 players on the team. And you can see K7's pretty low. He needs to get that shotgun off. He did not do it. And it looks like the rest of Level here was not close to that fight. So they have to bail out. The teammate got thirsted immediately. And that might be one of the first few kills here. Heading back over the town of Milta. I thought we saw more of an overlap. Apparently not. We'll have some fighting left on this side. We'll see if they get closer or not, but they seem to be the closest teams in general. So I think sticking around, seeing any team's rotation could give us some insight on how to play, right? So I think a lot of reasons why people want to watch esports competitions and look not only just to see their favorite players compete, but also get a sense of like what can they do to play better. So right now we see TFC, they have 3 players rotating into the same building, or at least close to the same building, and having one player out. That could be a good idea in order to make sure you always have one player surviving. The other thing is, though, that you will be left with an incomplete team when you go against squads. The other thing to recognize, though, is they may know where those enemies are every now and then. They can kind of see them kind of like flashing in certain directions. And if they can get a push with 3, that would be a plus. Looks like Maltro is shooting and got a knock. So the reason why we're not seeing a major push is because crossing that street could be deadly. And they can't tell whether there's going to be a situation. So right now, Maltro is doing a great job. And did they lose a player back here? No, they still have... I don't know what happened to their 4th, though, actually, at the moment. But you can see they got that revive. And there's a push coming in from Gentleman. To the corner. Looks like he drove over you. Shots continue to fly as might get to see a bigger soon. Smoke for Gentleman's side. Certainly does not want to take the hit. He does have a vehicle still that looks pretty good. He could drive that backwards just to pick up some speed, but rather he's going to use his own smokes to... Ultra's still doing a great job up top, whenever he wants to shoot, but not peeking for too long. On this side, it looks like they have noticed Puissant. And I thought that was going to be a really good shot from that direction. But once he was spotted, it kind of took out the element of surprise, getting into a more even fight again. It is good to have someone in a totally different direction as long as they are not close enough to get pushed by a full squad. He's all the way over in that left side, so he is safe from being pushed. You're not going to expect this team to kind of run past the field here when there's a full, a 3-person squad in those buildings. So that is a good position from Puissant. It was just kind of scary for him to rotate that way, unless he took a vehicle over there, which I'm not sure how he literally got over. But now that he is there, it is going to lead more question marks for GR Esports to kind of work with. What are they going to do? They have to now focus on 2 angles. That could be a problem. Someone gets hit, and it looks like X is trying to hide between one pillar. Help on the far side is not peeking anymore. So we are going to stick around this one. We haven't seen a death in a bit. And these are still the 2 closest teams. So we're just going to give you guys that insight on what's happening. Like he is able to rotate without them focusing on them. Finally gets in. Help is knocked. Blue zone has come, but it shouldn't be that damaging as Alien gets taken down. It looks like Soka was able to take the angle against Alien without him realizing what was going on. A grenade could finish him off. It would be interesting to see. And it does hurt him, but it does not thirst him. That grenade was actually perfectly thrown, in my opinion, and somehow does not finish the job. Kelp is getting healed, or he already got revived and healing himself. 75%. So they do get the thirst. There's the box glowing in green. And so we are left in a 3v4. TFC now in the driver's seat. Yes, damage has been taken on TFC for sure. They have not lost a player. I think they've gotten knocked twice. Need to heal a few times. But they are in a better position than GR. All right, right, we're going to shift out of this one and take a look at another fight. Could be good. Again, thank you guys for all joining. I appreciate the support. You guys follow. Amazing. We have a discovery box waiting for you guys. Really, that would be wonderful. Grab that. What is there for? There is a knock player. I'm trying to take a look as Clot seems to do damage and got 2 knocked. Teammates come over, but the damage has been done by Clot. He has taken care of business, telling his teammates, hey, yeah, you guys can come, but like I already did everything. And so we will move on to another potential fight, as there is a knocked player here, and it is 1NF Skyline 99K. As I don't know what happened here for the knock. They have a kill. They have 0 kills, so they haven't taken care of whoever caused it. And it could be this squad driving in. Maybe they shot from a distance. Maybe they're trying to shoot from the smoke as Ravas. Doesn't quite make that work, but it would have been cool. Teammate has gotten even closer with a vehicle, and let's see if this grenade will do the trick. Gets the hit as he just came over to that side. Another grenade comes and does not quite finish up the job. There are 2 knocked over here. A big push would be the right move for the squad. They're going to continue to throw grenades as Shiro is getting hurt even more. We're sure it's 009. Another grenade. This should do it. Oh my god, it doesn't do it. But he leaves 1 health left and a bullet is all required. You're left here with QB. I'm really surprised they're not pushing as fast, but they are doing a good job taking care of this team, so it doesn't really matter how fast they push as long as they're not going to get third-partied. And obviously, as long as they finish up the squad here. But if they did push faster, I'm sure they would have taken care of business by now. The problem is that they have a revive already. So Skyline, who was knocked, is up and may be able to cause some damage back over to ZB. Possible grenade. This is needed. Oh, 3 grenades in a row was the one. That was the magic number. And we're going to continue to see this push. Driving off his 1 while it's like he's sticking around. Almost getting knocked. That would have been great. So they tried to fool the enemy team, and they kind of succeeded on that into thinking they were going to drive off together. And you can see how open ZB was to kind of push, thinking their place is clear. They're just trying to run away. No, it will not. This is a bad position now. Element of surprise is gone. The angles are available, and they do take it over. Player in the back. Oh, he went up here. And he is getting pelted. He's peeking now. He is dead. Right. You can see how many they're shooting here. They're just shooting to make sure he doesn't peek much more. There it is. Good angle from the far side as ZB clears the area. They took their time, which worked out. It almost cost them a little bit. It could have cost them a kill on their side. But, you know, all that ends well, right? That's what they say. So they will continue on with a 4-person squad with a full squad wipe. Alex, thank you for joining the stream. Vampire, thank you for the follow. All right, we saw some overlap here at Yaz, but Yaz is huge, and we may not see that fight kind of open up yet. I'm going to switch it off to the south side with only 2 teams in the area and a lot of open space. Shooting through the window, Jasa with a big knock. And we'll see if there's someone already there. Here is OG Dark. Grenade in the window would be the right play. Gets it off, and let's see if that does anything. It does not. Jasa also, I think, has a grenade in hand. Somebody's bound to do something with these grenades, unless they're just hiding behind the pillars well enough. Grenade does hit X. TFC, we're seeing TFC again. We already saw them taking some hits. They did get a kill, but didn't finish it up. Jasa pushes out and still gets the knock with the shotgun. The smokes are really what's clearing them forward. See here, he went into the vehicle And I don't know what happened there. Maybe he thought he could drive off. I don't know, but he is eliminated. TF5 is out, leaving OG to take over the building now. I'm going to shift here. This could be interesting as an enemy is driving close. We're still rendering, so we're not getting a full sense of what's happening. He is now... He got out. Oh, he pre-fired that corner. Teammates, I think, are doing some work here. There's also a potential fight on a different direction. We'll keep an eye on this. Here's level Esports. Carnegie needs to heal. Ultron needs to hold the line. But look at that. Yeah, there is a third party shooting from the far side. In particular, it looks like he might be running the rest in with a grenade in hand to chuck. Really want to have a lot of grenades in order to get some stuff done. He's just trying to probably throw it into the middle of this smoke. And he almost got him. It looked like a good angle. But maybe... Yeah, there it is. And it is a re-knock on Drew. And also, KT needs to heal. The grenade bounced so weirdly there. And it lands right on top. So that led to a squad wipe. But again, there were two teams here. So Ultron might be next on that list. Although he is going to smoke his vehicle, apparently. Oh, his teammate also got taken down. I bet a long range shot. He probably thought he was safe down here. Now he's going to be gone. Make it out. Fighting in the corner, but it looks like that has just finished up. This was coming from AG. One knocked on this side. But since they took care of the major danger, they are good to revive the player. DRS, we've seen them get a few kills. They're at 4 now. Switching here. There's a lot of people inside. They're pushing in. Oh, he got 2 knocks. He had the shotgun, was able to Oh. Yes, the Molly's better. Molly's better. Got him again. This could be an interesting one to think about. Reach, but could have been a... I think he's behind him. Is he behind him? No, he's not behind him. He didn't. He cleared it? Wait, that grenade cleared it? How many boxes are here? He cleared that with that? I'm so confused. I thought there were still a lot of people. There were like 3 people pushing. 2 got knocked, so they need to revive. They didn't get the chance, really. Unknown got 1. I thought there was still another. All right. Well, that happened. I have to re-look at it to see what really went down, because it doesn't make sense in my brain. But something obviously worked out. Down goes Johnson just as we got here. Teammates are driving through. Actually, 1 stop. And he got taken down, Mr. Fiend. The Dark drives, tries to run over him. Jumps out of the vehicle. Got 1. Get another, baby. Yeah, let's go. Oh, come on. So partied. That was such a great job from the angle. That third party really messed everything up, though. Oh. How unfortunate. Looks like there's only 1 player left as we are rendering. Push this all the way out of the regular part of the map, so whenever it has to go long distance, it has to re-render everything. Ollie in the distance there. There is a team close. They are getting peppered from a far distance, so they aren't just going to look over the hill. They're going to be careful of this squad. See how far they are shooting from. We have more matches to go. We got 2 more after this. After this one finishes. Take a look down here. I thought there was a potential fight. They might have just finished. I thought there was one being a problem. This guy might have been an enemy. That's what happened. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Mustafa, I believe. Thank you for doing that. This house is no longer in zone. But they will need to move if they want to get into the next one. Ultron. Underwater. Working the water game. He is by himself. He's got his little cat waiting to get some air. There's another enemy in the water. You see here, our boy kind of checking to make sure no one's going to push from that angle. There is Nike. Probably knows that enemies have pushed through with the vehicle. And like every now and then, get some air. It'd be hard to notice him for a while, and it could be a thorn in their side if they don't focus on it later. You can also see Cure Esports staying low. Trying to peek either. Or I think that's Cure Gaming. Cure Gaming, Cure Esports, one of the two. Jazzy, thank you for hosting. So right now we're at a bit of a low. Maybe not. Long range shooting seems to be the move. He's peeked a bit. Again, there he is. Trying to get him through and through, but won't. Not yet. More shots. Let's take a look at that. Against Nike? No. Nike is still safe there. I don't think they figured it out. Oh. Wait. Emmer Boy's right there? Why? Oh my god. He doesn't know. He might go up to... They take him out. He's dying from the blue zone as well. Did he hear that? Did he hear that footstep? I'm surprised he didn't hear that. Now he heard it. He knows now. Shots fired from the top. Hank comes over. The shotgun. No, it wasn't the shotgun. The automatic won that one out. And so you can see the rest of the teammates saying, hey, what just happened over there? Goes for the thirst because he wants his kill. I don't blame you. This is going to be a 3v1 push against you. And he is pushing, zigzagging. Nice, big, but he still got hit. Oh, he went for the thirst there. He wanted it. He got the thirst. He went for the thirst so badly that he didn't care if Emmer Boy was pushing up. That is a decision that is hard to make, and I wouldn't necessarily do that if I was him. I know the disadvantage there is huge against him to win that one outright, but go for glory, man. Go for glory. Don't go for your individual kill there. This is all part of the game. You want to, it's not just about the total points, man. It's about how good you look. Here we go, tracks. In my opinion, it's how good you look. You gotta look good too while you do it. Tracks getting shot from the water side, and there's not. Ultron though now being spotted and is gonna be easily taken down. A lot of good rotations here, but this is gonna be tough for a lot of teams because there is no safety other than the hills. You might get a tree, a rock to work with, but no houses, no big defensive areas, just your knowledge of the map and where the safest places are. So, obviously, you're working with that, but you're going to get in zone still. You are not. But he does have a bit of a hill to work with, even as he passes the rock. The problem is the left side, mostly for him. There are two enemies that can easily go. Here's VR Candy. Nate gets dangerously close. 50% health. Goes a molly into the smoke, thinking that'll cause them to push here. And it kind of is working. Trying to use this grass to his advantage. Getting closer and closer. Teammate just thirsted out. He's in between a rock and the hard place. And what I mean by that is there are two teams around him. Right in front and right behind. And if any of them Hammerboy gets closer, even though there's smoke. He does get candy. He got out of the vehicle. He saw them from the top as he was driving in. As you get a better angle when you are driving. Grenade hit the vehicle. And Hammerboy is taken down. But Angelic is taken down in response. It's a 1v1v1 right now. Not including the knocked players. Trying to use that shotgun. Doesn't work. The other one got shot down as well, so that is it. We will be taking a look at these scores in a moment. But for now, I'm going to be focused on getting the next group or next... well, they're the same teams, but we're going to get those teams into the next room. So stay here for the moment, as I'll be back in just a sec. Enjoy yourselves.
Battling. Oh, what a flash! Oh,
Hey guys, it's Billy from Community Gaming. We're here at OSNYC, located on Chinatown, 50th Bowder Street. We're here having a Smash tournament today. This is a completely new venue, and you can totally come on by, check it, and have some fun, play some video games, and win some prizes.
Hello, we're back. I just sent out all the information to players on Discord, so we're all set. And I also want to show you guys these scores. Play some great music.
Hot corners. I know just the guy to talk to.
You know, I need to
What are
find
these? Say.
YouTube like non-popular thing. I want to look into that. So now we're gonna do this. So we got we got William with 3 kills, 77 with 3, 5 for Angelic, and 2 for Track for the AG team. This is a team total of 13. Double-digit first place. We always say it's a good thing to do. You can't get much better than that. ZB with 3 kills, 5 coming in from Orsic. And that is a team total of 10. Double digits. Great job. ER Esports with 7 kills, 3 apiece from Lego and Candy. Unknown from Cure gets 4 kills, and that is their team total. N7, -7 with 1 kill from Little Baby. Level Esports with 1 kill from K7. C4 with 9 kills. Good job. Especially between Cloud and 19. Just looking at kills, we're looking at Zeus with 3, 4 from Jasa. Team total of 8. Strangers BD with 3 kills. 1 kill from Drew from Revolution. 1 from Soka. And as far as those, I've already taken screenshots, so I'm going to get myself back into the room. So, you guys are watching and playing. They got 2 more minutes before we start the next round. I do have a Discord message, so I want to check that out if it's anything regarding this corner. Yes. Again, thank you guys for joining. If you guys have anything to say, let me know. We have a bunch of teams in here, and so always good to get your sense of what you guys are feeling. I actually haven't checked YouTube yet, so I'm going there now. Guys, anything great? You guys didn't? That's okay. Leave a like, and start asking anything. The reason why I really emphasize that is because this is a big reason why I do this. I want to be able to talk to you guys, learn from you guys. If you guys don't like something, or maybe you do love it and you want me to continue with something. Those are really great to hear from you guys. I know it's not easy just to like randomly talk about stuff, but it helps me. I'll let you guys know that from the start. Obviously, subscribing, leaving likes, following, all that good stuff helps me a ton. But generally speaking, just participating in the chat is a big one, and obviously watching, huge on its own. So you do both of those, you're solid. All right, so the teams are hopped in pretty much. It is 8:35, so we're not going to be waiting much more. Hemp in here. Hemp should be in here. Jack. there's a team that's like, where's my slot? And it's like, you didn't register. The way to register is going to communitygaming.io, and you guys can sign up for all of our future community gaming events that have the $100 prize pools. We have PUBG Mobile ones like every month, maybe twice a month. In COD Mobile, we have more frequent. So you guys can check those out in our Discord to start. And then we will announce from there. So you don't have to just be on community gaming all the time. You can just be on our Discord and you'll get notified from there. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out this team because this team should not be around. So I don't know what they were thinking here. But I think they got into the room as well somehow. Someone must have gave them, yeah, team slot 13. I doubt that's them. Slot 13 should be Clover NA. Double check Clover NA and their players. You just can't hop in, obviously. That's not okay. That's not cool. Check over Clover. Yeah. Different players. We haven't seen them though. They did leave. They actually said they couldn't make it. So actually, that couldn't be Clover. Could it be Clover? Did they say they weren't coming? No, they said they are coming. They are coming. They said they weren't, and then they said that. September. They need to leave. To show you guys what I see. Should be Mistake, Yourself, 19, and so we got to remove these players. It's kind of unique. You guys may think differently, but it's kind of rude when you don't have a slot and you just kind of throw yourself into the room. I don't see it any other way. I just see it as a sign of disrespect for the most part. Maybe they didn't mean it that way. But it's very hard for me to think of it as like that this is all well intentioned, that you hop into the room when you should not be in there. Obviously, you don't have a team slot, and you make it clear in Discord that you don't. I just don't see how this could be a respectful thing. I just wish people were a little bit more on top of their stuff. They want to play. They just had to register. That's it. It's not hard. They just decided not to. They thought they did. On Discord with all the notifications about signing up. I mean, I can't help you if you don't want to help yourself. Mostly how I feel about that. But the moment we start, we're going to delete those players. It is 8:30 now, so we got to delete this. Start.
I'm slipping away and I've fallen down. Will you help me out or will you let me down? I'm slipping away, I'm falling down. This hole you left beside me, it drags me down. I'm torn apart as I try to run.
you right now, for everyone watching, it's a life lesson. Like, generally speaking, there is really no time to be rude. Get your point, get her across. Nice things that matter, like negative things. Even if the other person is really bad, right? You're really not gonna get what you want by being bad. But it could happen. It can't ever happen. But generally speaking, it does not. And your probability of things working out by being nice is way higher. It also makes you feel better. And for me, it never feels good to do something bad. Even if I can get away with it, like it's for my own benefit. A lot of people feel that way too. They just get that short-term feeling of this is great, I got away with it, and then it's like after a while, kind of like, oh, negative feeling here. All right. Anyway, focus on the game. Take out the music first. Is there an enemy here? No. Alright, where should we go to find a fight? Maybe over here. Could be something. It says someone's still parachuting. That can't be right, though. Right now, TFC, grabbing some loot. I think that's by, El Azahar. Not seeing a major fight. Oh, over here. Never mind. I see. Switching it up. All right, so little baby is killed and out of match number 2. See if it will continue to landslide against them. There's 2 potential fights, and maybe we'll hop back and forth, because this is still a little bit more separated than I imagined. Though TFC is also a bit separated. They're just in the same town, and the big overview of the map makes it feel like they are close, but really dive into it. There's so many buildings to work with, so many crevices to kind of hide behind if you really needed to. Probably not going to see a kill anytime soon. Here's Kelp going through, but nobody's going to stop him. Even Jasa, I don't think, has an angle with this. So we'll kind of shift back and forth. I do want to keep an eye on the rest, but right now you can tell there's not much going on the other sides of the map. These are the 2 most probable fights to occur. Interesting attempt to snipe strangers as they are shooting. Could do that. It's just, you know, I guess if you want to make sure they don't get close, you kind of give them some warning shots that way. It is unlikely to get that kill there. Here's another stranger's BD. Those were his teammates that were getting shot at. And hearing those bullets notified him of the potential threat. See here now, they're just one building away from each other. Definitely each of them are using their third eye to kind of get a sense. Here's Never Side 1 was spotted for sure. And you also have Revenge on this angle. He could possibly get one against the enemy if he can just look through. If you can get to this building, then he can possibly look over. Is there a window on this side? No. So he would need to use the walls here. He could push more. He can go, I think he can go all the way to that wall. And he can't, this guy can't do anything about it to stop that. Sorry. It's a little confusing, but Revenge can move up to the wall to look at N7 Palag. And so then he would be kind of seeing it from both angles here to hide. Not a great place for Palag. He knows there's enemies on both ends of this. He can definitely tell his teammates and communicate that. The rest of the teammates should definitely be looking over. There's Kratos. And you can tell he's looking over, waiting for any potential push here from strangers. Stops at the house on a dime here, and they are going to push in. Palag in trouble. He can try to hold on while his teammates come here. Down he goes. So he does get hit. He gets one in return. Here's the remaining players. One with a crossbow. That's not great for Kratos as he's now alone. And he's going to have to leave. We already saw Little Baby taken out, so it's just a 1v4. Technically 1v3 for not including knocks, but still terrible odds. Oh, there he is. And he tried to play a little tricky there. Unfortunately, could not time it right and was eliminated in that 1v1 fight with Revenge. We're going to move out. I think we're still going to be at El Azahar. This has been a position that's been held for a while. Kelp is out. I don't know if we saw that before, but certainly now Kelp has been eliminated. And it wasn't by OG. Joss has been eliminated. How did this happen? How did Kelp die then? Did we see that? We might have saw that. Might have saw that somewhere else maybe. Remember. This could be a problem. If he continues to push forward, you're going to have OG Dark look and find him. Headshot with the AK. That will do it. That's a ton of damage if you're able to get that headshot. And so he will go. Say thank you very much. Great shot work there. Very impressive. Thank you for the support. See, the blue zone's going to do its damage. They don't feel like it's in their best interest to stick around. Next, we're looking at Static Ronaldo from Dark Sports. Gentleman shot from the corner. As Ronaldo is really hoping to find this right angle now. Could have worked that way because he got shot from his teammates on the right side, so they could make themselves exposed to Ronaldo. He should know he's here. And he's going to try to get an even wider angle. And there he is. So let's see if we can get this angle correctly. He's got a long... Yeah, he's got a drop. So close, but that is not the right weapon to do that. It's a little too wild. And so he's got a little shot there to just finish him up. That would also, it would only cause a knock. He does not have teammates that would push with him here. So he really does need to lead this. Unless he thinks he can just continue to put damage on him, not get third-partied, and not get pushed. That's a lot of things to ask for, so it is, what he's doing is correct. Get out. You need your teammates to work with you. It doesn't mean your teammates need to be right next to you when you fight, but you need your teammates to be focused on a push when you get something accomplished, right? If you get a knock, can your teammates push with you from a different side or with you? Obviously it wasn't there. They're still firing? They're still firing at that vehicle? They are. They're still getting hits too. But now the hills should cover their trail. Might get hit once more. But enemies in front. He got out too. Bad place to stop. As it looks like Festive is down. Finally gets a little under the hills there, but he's exposed on this corner. Great shot to get the close up. To work. He is wide open somehow, not dying from that angle. He is so low on health too. I don't know how you lived through that. Ultron just couldn't get the right hit. Ultron also has a Kar 98. Love it. Here's a grenade for him. Let's see if that hits him hard. And it doesn't, but it forced him out of the position he was in. That led to the knock. Good job from Level. Ooh, there's a thirst there on the left side. As Level just lost one as they got G20. Heard that name. Psycho is the team leader. Not the Psycho name, obviously. I didn't hear G25 in a bit. Didn't know he was rocking the tag. He comes quickly over to save the day for Carnage. There is a third party watching. Is Brave. He's just looking at the ground, but let's go and look over at the fight. B is almost down and finally can take him down. And thirsted just like that. So that just leaves Psycho left. Could try to get some long range shots off, especially if the enemy doesn't know he's. Oh my god. That bus is not meant for this terrain. But yeah, Psycho's not going to be taking a lot of risk, I imagine. He's going to try to limit that as much as possible. But it looks like they're pushing Psycho here. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Now they're going to say, hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Push it, push it, push it. Ultron is already there, so Psycho needs to heal. He's got a first aid. He's got to use it. He's using bandages. Oh my god. Yes, that's what you need to use. A grenade's coming, though. It possibly could be a problem. And it is. They get it through the window at the top and capitalize on the squad by good job. So Level is out. Match 2. There are G Esports, and Clot was paying attention to the church. He's not sitting around for that. And Rushu, thank you for the follow. This might be a fight here, if it is. Look at this. Did he get his vehicle stuck? He's good. Let's see if he's gonna get chased here. There's vehicles behind him. Behind him. And the hills probably let it keep his car. One I was worried about was Ross. Enemies up top. One is not, so this could be a push attempt. There's Candy. Candy, stop. He is there. Boss first in the scene. Wow, he's really going out there. Because I wouldn't be surprised if someone was going to be right on that right side. But it turns out no. Supercast is kind of being left on his own. The knock player is definitely indicating that he is here, and they just run him over. We'll get a kill for sure. This seems odd. So going to shotgun to start, will not switch out to the UMP to get the kill. Clot with the win. Kane has 2, Clot has 1. Yeah, when you're in a tight situation, a shotgun could be very huge. It could be the difference between dying out and not. It's a more luckier shot, in my opinion, by using the shotgun. But if it makes contact, you can really switch things up from a 1v2 or 1v3. Not so likely to be a 1v4, but it is possible to start getting hit and almost taken down. But Alien was sensors over there. They're not rendering in for me. There they are. Ooh, did he just get knocked? No. Jumped and got hit pretty badly. Look at the top spot here for our gentleman. Take a look. Well, there's a vehicle up top on the hill. Exodus. Looks like they're going more center zone. They already have it, but maybe they want a spot in that area. Take a look at Cosmic. Cosmic is the team lead. As Revolution seems to be passing close by. Not all of them are in vehicles either, so it's not like they're just driving through and no problem. Firing at his teammates who are farther away. Rax is not, so they gotta push over this hill and find Cosmic. I think they're not quite going for that. They're going down below the hill. I'm guessing Cosmic might have been spotted somehow, because he had a good spot to kind of surprise him at. A grenade down the hill would be the ultimate move. Cosmic's just not sure how far to look. He doesn't want to overextend his bounds, and so he was left there kind of chilling. Yellick has a grenade, throws it out deep through, and got half of the health on the opposing player. Behind the house is where he wants to do it, and it won't quite reach. Olay, who is the team lead for VR, is going to drive out as well. I think the rest of the team will drive out as well. There are a few houses inside the circle. Taking it over could be a good idea, especially the one at the road. It's center. As center as you can possibly get. So they should start realizing, hey, this is clear. We grab it. Battle for sure. C4 Pain has done some damage already. This grenade is 10 right there. Yeah, I think he got damage on them. The door is open, by the way. Refiring that corner a lot. Oh, tried the molly attempt. Teammate got bursted though. Two enemies knocked on the far side, so they can't do anything over there. This grenade should be a good one. Held out for too long, actually. They are done. Wait, someone else got that done. Is it his teammate? Realized Sight was working down here. No, I didn't realize. I thought he was alone up there in the second floor. Alright, so apparently Sight took care of it on this side. Finished everything else. Going big there. That'll be his second elimination once he clears it. I imagine it will be a thirst, but not done yet. Next zone will push them out, so you can already tell Lego is moving out. Already, maybe with his teammate there. Getting the buggy through. Strangers to this event. They completed almost every time. Solid performers as well. Always getting shot. Voltex taken down from behind. But a teammate right there to pick him up. We'll see if that'll work. We're going to switch it up. I think those are smokes for his teammates to park in. Rangers a little bit on the outside of this new zone that's going to be forming. Maybe a minute before it starts to move. Oh! Stranger got taken down. From the right side by OG. They're pushing in. Got one on flash. Got a great angle there. Just missed that one, but Voltex should know that's reload this. The better weapon up close. Ollie's going to prevent his major push, but a grenade could overrun that. See if this is good. It does, I think, hurt Voltex a tad, a touch, but certainly no major damage. A good throw. It's just short. Cooked it for too long. Here's Psych, apparently working incognito for the most part. GR is in the most center you can be, I believe, for the next zone. No one else is on their north side of zone either, so they've really taken over a lot of land. And all those other teams are working very small plots. They're going to have a lot of overlap. Because of angle, all the knowledge. But he gets revenge! Taking down everyone on Strangers, BD. Got taken down before they can get those 3 thirsts. That was 3 kills in the palm of their hands, and that's gone. Major miss. You see here, Psych kind of waiting, hoping that GR is just shooting over him and not paying attention that he's in the middle of it. He's also going to throw a grenade. Oh no. Many angles to watch out for. We're left with 3 teams left. BR. Now we got GR. There should be one on the straight action. The bulldozing through. No remorse. Did that push. Now Robin with F29. Does he have any nades? He has a molly. So he could use that. It's not really optimal in this particular situation, but you do kind of want to throw these out before the end of the match. Yeah, and they also don't know if there's more than just these teams, but they probably have a good idea that it is. It's a 4v4, so it's anyone's game. The next zone's in favor of GR, though. As you can see here, F29 is trying to get ahead of this blue zone, not trying to stay in it, as that will damage themselves. There's Alien. He's waiting for them to peek this. There's one of the mollies thrown. Ooh, got spotted, got taken down. That is the first of possibly many steps for a GR victory. That is it. That is it. GR with the win. Congratulations to GR Esports. We'll take a look at all these scores in a moment. But first, as you know, we're going to tell everyone in Discord when the next match is and how to get in. So we will be back. Stay tuned with us and don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, it's Billy from Community Gaming. We're here at OSNYC, located on Chinatown, 50th Bowder Street. We're here having the Smash tournament today. This is a completely new venue, and you can totally come on by, check it, and have some fun, play some video games, and win some prizes.
Okay, so we just finished that up. Let's get some music. We'll go through these scores, a sense of who did what. All right, again, GR Esports with a big win to start match 2. We got 5 from Bonix, 3 from Moltro, 2 apiece from Gentleman and Alien, team total of 12. S29 coming in second place with 4 kills. Third place is VR with 3 kills. C4 with 3 apiece from Bot and Psych, team total of 8. Strangers BD with 6 kills. Good job, Voltex with 4 of those. Dark with 2 kills. We got KT and Meow Meow from Revolution at number 1. A team total of 4, 5, 6 kills. Here coming in with 2 apiece from Sparrow and Unknown, number 5. 1 apiece between Emerboy and Aorsic. I have a hard time with it. 2 kills in total for the team. PFC with 1 kill from Kelp. 4 total kills for Brave as Soji with 3 of those. Motron with 2 kills, a team total 4. 1 from QB. And that is it. For that match. I've been taking screenshots already. The next room is open for all the players to hop in. Don't wait your turn, just do it. Don't want to be late.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors.
Equipped to conquer.
Or the great
That's what I want in my car. Equipped to
Welcome
conquer.
the peak, the premium
Great
off-road.
outdoors.
Or get
Or just to get me from A to B. I mean, I don't know. Call me normal. Don't need it to conquer the outdoors. Don't need a tank. Right, so as you can see, or you can't see, but as we have it, teams are getting into the room. We gave them, they have 2 more minutes to hop in. So they gotta move. Gave them 4 total minutes. So we're not really behind schedule. We're kind of on par with it. But, PUBG Mobile events are generally longer than the COD ones. And they take longer. So I'm trying to get fast enough where the players are, not waiting for too long, as these events are longer in general. So the prize pool works like this. We have first place getting $40, second place getting $24, third place getting $20, fourth place getting $16. So if you're one of those top 4, you're in the money. Is this free to play? Yes. I don't know why I asked that like it was a question for myself. Yes, this is a free to play event. You guys can sign up when we open up registration. We're gonna have more of these. It's gonna happen at least every month. We'll have one in October. So if you want to join this event for free, you compete for $100 in prize pool, go to our Discord. Be prepared for it. We have other things going on in our Discord that you might be interested in. If you're looking for a team, you can go to our Discord and go to certain channels to help you find a team. There's a whole bunch of managers who work through the Discord to let people know, like, oh, I gotta get my team in and such like that. And that's still there, that stays there. So you guys can talk to these managers and be like, hey, I see that you run X team. Would love to join you. How would I try out? And that's a great conversation. Don't hesitate to try to join teams. Teams are always looking for new blood, new players who can shine, who can work well with their own teams, even if they're not going to be part in even if the player is not going to be part of the main team that they have. They're still probably looking for secondary teams, casual teams as well. They have teams, all these different clans have multiple types of teams that you might be interested in. And so I definitely recommend reaching out to these teams is the best way to be a part of it. We are 1 minute over. Let's get this one started now. Just check it over a bit. Seven is short, but we're gonna wait too much longer. We're gonna give this one a go. Alright, let me show you guys what it looks like. We got Sandhawk this time around. With Sandhawk, we got different gameplay. We're gonna. Miramar is always the one that's probably the most competitive out of all the maps, just purely given the more open spaces and the need to recognize your surroundings, right? Because you don't have as many places to hide behind, so you're gonna need to know the map a little bit better. This one, you don't really need to know the map too well. You just need to know that almost everywhere you go, there is a hidden place for you that you can just hide out. And this is why it's not the most competitive maps. I do it because I like mixing things up. I mean, it doesn't have to be the most competitive in order to be used. And it does get used in major events, so it's good to practice with. But as I said, it's not the major competitive type of map that you start... I don't know, like you have to be 500 or what is it, 200 IQ to figure out. There's a lot of tall grass, a lot of hidden places, and it looks like we already have a kill from Poppy Hacker. So good start there. See if it continues. Waiting for him to pass through to the next part. But he's not quite gonna go that way. Ronaldo up top. He's trying to peek over. Got a good angle on some of these. Those are two different teams. Shots on Jasa. Jasa's hurt. Needs to heal. This isn't the same team. They don't know what damage is being taken. Jasa doesn't have any meds either. This is rough. And there's a knock below him. See here, they're getting the revive. So I guess they just don't realize what's happening. Now, a lot of damage. attacker taken down. Jump shot from Jasa. Gets Jasa. Well done from QB. And unfortunate, but Dark with the win there. As Jasa is going to get picked up. So he was just QB was just a little late on the rotation to help. Could have been much better just a few moments earlier. But sometimes you can't make your way over. Sometimes you're being restricted. Ooh, you're still getting shot. There's no meds other than pills. Certainly should use that. If you're not going to find anything else, you might as well. Dark does have a first aid. Good thing to use. All right, we're going to switch away from that as that seems to be pretty much over. And Sparrow, do we have a teammate here? What's going on? No, we're just going to get thirsted by Never Sidel. Apparently not going to finish it up either. Here's Cure AIDS. Nice. I like the name for Cure Esports. Granger's going all the way up here. And I'm sure he was shooting from this angle, so hoping to get this kill. Let's see if he notices him. Oh no. Oh no, he's open. And he's then shot down. But they were shooting at him on the right, and then he just worked the flank. Kind of get that kill. Neza is alive and going for Sparrow. This would be a huge way to pick him up. I just don't know how likely that is. There's an enemy rotating. He didn't realize the enemy rotating on the right. Did he not see? I guess he saw Neza because he's paying attention closely to him. I thought Neza was going to get here and kind of surprise him a little bit, but not even. They're shooting right at the wall. So he must have peeked a little bit too much earlier. Now you see this rotation over. He's just going to get the angle he wants. Grenade hits. That's going to be a problem. This should be... It does. Let's move on. Oh, wait. I lost my cursor. Kind of stuck here. This should fix it. Thought it would fix it. Actually, did not. Alright, give me a sec. Let's see, where is my cursor somewhere else? Control to lock, unlock, control. Hit control apparently. Okay. So here's a revive on Dark. Grenades are coming. They're gonna push. Luckily, he's got a first aid to work with. Dark, hopefully we'll get that in before more problems happen. Dawson not moving. Now he's starting to move again. Oh, got the jump shot, but he's low on health. Got the shots on the other side. Can his teammate do the trick? That teammate works the magic as Dark survives. OG, staying alive. Are you kidding me? That rarely would work. The shotguns, though, come in clutch. That's what really helped out. A 3v2 situation should not have happened that way. Looks like Clot here is heard those gunshots, but he does not have teammates with him, so he's not making the aggressive move to push. But he should have his gun out because Dark could come out any moment to make himself available. I'm going to switch out, though, as Blue Zone is coming, or already here for these two squads. And even though they're in the compound and it's kind of tough to see, there is a team that's possibly coming through the compound. And they are being heard. Yep, Emmer Boy hears the enemies. Let's see what happens. Right there. Oh my god. His teammate, though, didn't save him, but teammate gets revenge. Are you kidding me? You lose that. That's why the shotgun is so OP. It does make me wonder if I should remove... Oh, they got everyone. Well done. it does make me wonder if I should remove shotguns because they are just so OP in these games. I don't know what you guys think, but you know, obviously they keep shotguns in for the major events. You know, this is kind of like, yes, we're working a tournament, but also, you know, we want to make sure you're prepared for bigger tournaments to come. And taking out the shotguns would be, you know, it sets you up for a meta you're not ready for a big tournament. So I don't know what to do with that. I mean, they really need to limit the shotgun. Simply put, that is the answer. I'm not a big fan of shotguns myself, but I definitely know that they are, you know, for the people who use them, they're great. I just don't like using them myself for multiple reasons. One, they figured out he was there. So he's like kind of on the bailing move. Robin with a grenade in hand. He might get thrown at. Oh, he moved. Good thing. This grenade could cover it. It does hurt. But the shotgun, again, we've seen that time and time again being utilized in these close range fights. And it's almost like you only need one shot. And so I get that as a shotgun, it's going to be a big hit. It needs to be a 2-hitter though. It can't be this one shot and you're good. Because in these games, there is a thing called pushing. And when you push, you're going to get close. And you don't want it to be like, you want it to be based on how well you shoot. Whether you're like 2 feet away or 5 feet away or 10 feet away and so on and so forth, you want it to be how good can you shoot. And if you're 2 feet away, you do want to say, okay, if you're 2 feet away, you have to strafe well. And even if you get hit, can you recover by getting some headshots in return? These are all things we think about in a normal sense of what the game should be. But when you have it, where the shotguns are just one shots, like then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you, get close, it doesn't matter if you get a good headshot. All right, you just need to get a body shot, and you took care of business. So yeah, I am starting to wonder about the shotgun stuff, and yeah, I think it does kind of make sense to remove them. I'm certainly leaning that way now. We're just seeing way too many of these shotgun kills. Grenade, I thought that was going to get him. Oh, he is there. Here's that shotgun again. And that's that shotgun damage. Stranger was definitely reading that one well. But that shotgun kind of put an end to it. See how much he was pre-firing that? He was like, I know he has a shotgun. I need to make hits. I need to make them quick. And he's lucky that he didn't get hit first. Like, if he just had his crosshairs on him correctly, he would have been out. And there is a skill level to a shotgun, right? Obviously, you have to get close and you have to literally make contact. But it's obviously not as skillful and using an AR or any other weapon, essentially, even obviously a sniper. It's just not that impressive to use. It's impressive if you can get a 1v4 with the shotgun. It's still hard to do. Not done very often. But it would be much more difficult to try to get a 1v4 with any other weapon. And this map especially is kind of harsh for anyone who doesn't use a shotgun. It's because a lot of houses are allowed and a lot of crevice places are in this map. So there's going to be some close range fights. and the shotgun users will be king. There's a drop coming down. Teams can take the drop. They just can't shoot a flare. Oh, they can. I guess they could shoot it, but they can't take up anything in the flared drop. They have to. They would have to leave it. But normal drops that don't require a flare are allowed to be. Ooh, good timing with those shots. Almost got Robin out. I like the push. Here's a grenade saying, hey, let's see if that makes contact. Grenade almost takes out Nike. That grenade's gonna hurt too. This grenade could be great. Oh, I threw it in the wrong way. He's like, oh, hey, welcome. Thanks for inviting me into your house. I hope I didn't cause too much damage, too many problems. Oh, that's an S. Using an SLR to finish that one up. Interesting attempt. Has an M4. Maybe he ran out of bullets for it. I don't know. And so we have Exodus, who might throw some grenades in. Nope, throws the smoke back. Do they know he's here? A C4 might know. I don't know. Not a decision. But I don't think they really should know. Now they should know because there's smoke and they didn't throw that. But I think Exodus was good to chill here for a bit. And he could have won out a 1v2 with a surprise sort of attack. Molly, I don't know if it hit. Got close. All right, let's move on to another part of the map. There's an enemy below. Very close. And so Trax looked for a moment and continued his way. He hears shots in the distance, and he might want to peek at it. He's still doing some looting. We'll go back down here and see if this is continuing. Problem, and the grenade does it against Exodus. Yeah, you really don't want to throw a smoke around you in that scenario. They probably didn't know he was there. Maybe they did, and if that's the case, okay, I don't mind the smokes. But then you got to utilize the smokes. You got to retreat. You got to move. You know, if you're just throwing the smokes and, like, not moving, they're going to notice that. It's not, like, unbelievable. Interesting. The vehicle got closer. They should have heard that. I think they would have heard that vehicle. Passant. Ooh, So got pushed up a lot. And he's got a nade. Oh, one down, another down. Shot from behind. Third party causes the problems. TFC now getting hit with their own problems too. Here's Clot moving up. This is the third party. They have 6 kills now. See damage just being peppered over there. TFC kind of on the move. Good shots against Braid. There's a team in between them, and I don't even know if that realizes, but there's a team a lot closer. And so he's just shooting at people he found, but there's more. Doka's knocked. I guess he saw Kelp at the corner of the smoke there. Kind of shot through it, hoping for a good hit. It's cleared up now, and he should see it. When we see it, he sees it, unless the smoke's now covering him once more. Kelp goes up. This is his chance to take him out. As he will go for the revive. Like Brave just got taken down. Williams getting hit. Cosmic might be the last player on his own team. Unless he can get this. Oh, come on. Psych with a long, long shot. And he will clear that one up. So here we got Revolution on one side, and it looks like they are firing from here. Eddie I saw was shooting. Psych, less than half health. Great hits. The smoke is now useful to push forward, but they didn't wait for them to be used. The blue zone was coming in too fast, but they just mistimed that. Gotta make sure you get your smokes out there. Gotta keep an eye on the timer, or else stuff like that will happen. And that isn't something that's based on skill. That's just not the hardest thing to do. X out. It's tough if you don't know, right? You're just making a guess, but it's something that comes with timing and experience for sure. Kelp just has a little space here for the blue zone and the rock. We still have 3 teams left, so there's one of them. We'll take an air view. You can see Meow Meow from Revolution number 1 is still alive on the far side of that map. And Kelp is not. Got one, but because he was standing or sitting still, he's out. So that just leaves Meow Meow. He's throwing out some grenades. Doesn't reach anyone, unfortunately. So Nike will get into the vehicle, maybe just kind of scope out the ground, try to find Meow Meow. And let's see if Nike sees it. Yep. Boom. That'll do it. Running over the enemy certainly has its play. So C4 are the winners of match number 3. That was the last round for tonight. So we will have our winners of the top 4 who will be taking home the $100 prize pool. If you have any questions, again, let us know in the Discord. We have a ton for you there to kind of get your head around, figure things out. We'll be going through the scores in a sec, but I definitely, before you guys kind of leave, just one more time saying, go to our Discord, learn about these tournaments. We'll be announcing our next PUBG Mobile tournament for October soon, and I will be announcing it on that server. So if you just get the PUBG Mobile role on our server, you'll be set, and then you just wait for whatever we come up with for that. The other thing too is there's a lot of other things you can do on our Discord server. If you're looking for a teammate, go to our Discord server, find the teammates you are looking for. There are either incomplete teams that are saying, hey, we need somebody, or there are teams who play tonight and they are complete, but they are still looking for subs, or they're still looking for like a better 4th, better 3rd player, maybe a new team leader. You never know. So you really should be reaching out to these teams. It just makes a lot of sense. It helps you out and it helps them. They don't want to always go out and try to find these players. They would love for these players to just come to them and be like, hey, oh yeah, you need somebody? Great. Thanks for coming over. Obviously, you don't want to be hassling them. If they say no, then you just move on. But you should put yourself out there, okay? This was hosted by Naked Esports and Community Gaming. Community Gaming has a ton of different tournaments you guys can sign up for. This isn't something they ask us to say, but it's something I really feel like I should say because it feels right. You guys can sign up for these tournaments. Not only PUBG Mobile, COD Mobile, Pokemon Unite, but a ton of others. You can do Apex, you can do Valorant, you can do Hearthstone, Smash. There's a ton, and they are mostly free to play. I don't even know if there's any pay to plays in communitygaming.io. If there is, but mostly it's free to play. There's prize pools to be competed for, and all you have to do is register. No fees, no cost. Again, I'm not 100% on each individual tournament, but if you're making an account is free. There is no fee for that. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription. Just letting you know how it works. There's really no downside to making an account. There's no downside to signing up for a tournament. Really, I can't even think of one. All right, so let's go through these scores now. Go from there. I'm gonna take a screenshot of them too. Go. So first I'm gonna take a screenshot just to make sure I have them. Then we'll go through it together. Yeah. Okay. Got the screenshots. Let's take a look. So again, congratulations to the Clot and the rest of the team here. C4. They have 7 kills from Psych, 5 from Nike, 1 from Pain, and 1 from Clot. So team total here of 14. I think that might be the highest double digit we've seen from any team. Well, again, congrats to C4. Revolution with 2 kills in 2nd place. TFC comes in 3rd place with 6 kills. AG with 2 kills from Cosmic, total 4. Brave with 3 total kills. Aorsic has 3 total on his own. That is all the team has as well. Never Side 1 with 3 kills, with 2 coming in from Stranger and Voltex on the Stranger BD squad. A team total of 6, 7, 8. GR has 1 kill from Gentleman, 2 from Robin from F29, 5 from Jasa. Great job from Jasa. A team total of 9. N7 with 0 kills, 1 from Level Carnage. The same amount goes to the team. BR Lego with 1 kill. 1 from Ronaldo for Dark Esports. 1 from Cure 8 for Cure Esports. Or Cure Gaming, I'm not sure. And then 1 from Psycho from SN. Or, yeah, maybe. Anyway, 1 from Psycho. And that is it. I will have the full results on Instagram. I'll have the full results on Discord. If we have time, we can go over... let me see how much time we have. Of 20 minutes, I think. Yeah. So let's go through a PUBG Mobile Esports tournament. It's something I like to do after tournaments in general. And I hope you guys will like it too. Yeah, set that up. Make sure you guys can hear me. I hope so. But what I like to do, and this is what I was talking about, is going through a PUBG Mobile tournament, a major one, and seeing what they did well, they could have done better. Going from there. Generally, I want to see like an NA one because then I can understand it. Definitely be in English then too. I'm not really looking to see what the gameplay is. That's not the purpose of this. The main purpose is to kind of get a sense of what the operators did well and where they could have done better. So I guess we'll go through this. Might be a good place.
With Spectrum Mobile and the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Galaxy Z Flip 5, you get faster speeds with Spectrum Speed Boost. Order through Spectrum for up to $1,000 off, plus the value.
You don't hear footsteps 10,000 times.
At Amica, we know the most important part of the home is the family inside it.
I'm so glad everyone's safe.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, I'm just gonna kind of break things down as we go. And if you guys like my talking points, feel free to subscribe, follow, whatever, you know the drill. So to start off, this is the simplest one. We obviously have our countdown. It is animated, love that. I think it looks really cool. I think it kind of gives the player a little bit more of a realistic feeling when it's animated, or at least a little more entertaining feeling. And it's not done in a weird way. I do feel that it looks great. So I love these little added things too, like this. Like this has literally nothing to do with anything, but they do add a feeling of esports when you have stuff like this, because we all get a sense of what this is in our brains. It is like the north, south, east, west indicator in PUBG Mobile. So like it kind of sets something off on our brain saying, oh yeah, PUBG Mobile, right? And it's not even saying a word. Those are good indicators. And that's something I would also recommend when you're doing banners, when you're doing especially tournament banners, or like a content creator making a banner for a particular game that they're going into for a thumbnail. Put things in there that would remind people what game it is without actually writing it down. You could still, I mean, you should still write it down like they do here in your thumbnail, but this is like an added bonus, and it really hits like as more professional when you have stuff like that. Let's move on and take a look at what they're going to say here.
Where the 13 league finalists will compete with 3 special invite teams for the 2022 PMGC Championship Trophy and be crowned as the best PUBG mobile team in the world.
All right, so they just kind of, it looks like they just kind of went through.
Hola, compañeros de PUBG Mobile. Prepárense para experimentar los nuevos eventos que se vienen. Prepárense y únanse. Disfrutar el juego.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like, why mess? Oh, yeah. All right, so this part, I mean, it's fine. I'll just break it down for a sec. They're putting in the groups of who's gonna be playing, right? Group green, and they might do different groups here. I'm not sure. And or group G, and they have a sponsor here, definitely good. Shows you who's supporting the event, and then obviously I like a little highlight reel getting you ready. Now this page could be because things are not set up yet. It could be this is their backup because they already did a countdown, and generally when you do the countdown, you're counting down to the start of the tournament. And that would usually lead into casters talking, and so on and so forth. The problem could have been, and there might not be a problem, but this is always a good idea if you're doing a more professional level tournament, is have a backup timers that says, when the timer goes out, we have another backup timer, and we say, yeah, this was intended, right? And so on the bottom right on my screen here, you can see the next timer. So is that what they intended? It could be. Could this all be what they wanted to do? Maybe. Is it also a great way to, like, you know, get more time after the timer expired on the first scene? For sure. And I think, you know, it could have been a way to prepare a little bit longer, or to fix any issues they might have come up with. So let's kind of move up on this. It seems like there's going to be some talking, so I kind of want to hear what that's going to be.
He's been alone for 6 years. He was born in a zoo.
I don't know if this is live at the time, but I love the idea of looking at players getting ready. And I think it would be better if they can have either casters talking in the background or listening in, like maybe their coach is going to be talking, something like that. So if this was live, having like this music is not the best, but you know, we're not really in the thick of it yet. Really, not like something you can't do. It looks like it was live.
Welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Global Championship 2022, and this is the week number 2. We're down to Group Green. We call it as the Group of Death. Before we start off, we have none other than one of the best teams in the world right now, Vampire Esports. We do have Stone come up from the Fragger, and we're going to start questioning them about how they're going to perform today. So first of all
right, so right off the bat, I think the host is doing a great job. You're the first face, and you have to be energetic, and she definitely tried to do her best there. I think she did a great job. And it's gonna be tough. This job, being the hostess or the host, as far as the field host, because there's gonna be a host on caster side, but this is like the field host. And it's more likely you'll improv most of the things you do. Obviously, she has a sheet that, let me just make mine smaller. She has a sheet that'll talk about what she wants to say and ask, but sometimes there's going to be questions that is based on their responses. So you have to be on your toes a bit as a host.
How do you feel about the team's form and preparation?
Also, one more thing. Casters tend not to get clipped for something amazing, right? Like, it's not the caster that's going to get clipped, other than if something happens in game and then you hear the caster in the background, that can be clipped, and you have to do a great job at that point. But before the game starts or after the game ends, these moments get clipped. If it's funny, if it's entertaining, if it's something like what he said was great, like an amazing, or just bad. It could have been a bad thing. And so her job is to be like, I want the most out of you. I want to get that energy out of you guys, to get those clippable moments, to make it so it's entertaining to watch this part where we're not in game yet. So the casters have it a little bit easier because they have the game generally to be able to talk about, and that's entertaining. These can be hard to be entertaining. They're necessary as hell because we need to know the players. We want to know the stakes from the players, their personal feelings, why they are playing. Maybe they're doing it for a good reason. Maybe they're arrogant, and we want to see that as humans beings. We want to see your personalities. So it's more important, I think, to have these done well compared to the in-game, where the in-game battles are going to be great no matter what. The caster can kind of like take a little bit of a seat.
Before the official first game today.
รู้สึกว่าเราอ่ะมีการเตรียมตัวหรือการเตรียมแบบแผนก่อนจะเริ่มเกมครั้งนี้ยังไงบ้าง
ก็เราก็เคยเล่นโทรศัพท์รุ่นนี้มาก่อนแล้วครับก็ โอกาสที่แบบว่าชินมือก็มีอยู่ครับแต่ค่อนข้างที่แบบว่าไม่ได้วอร์มเยอะ
โอเค
ใช่ครับ
so he said that he kind of get used to this kind of telephone so he might be very good at it but a bit nervous because not much time for preparation.
Okay, really challenging part for them. And also, a lot of the audience consider this going to be the group of death. Okay, the group of death. So we want to know, since there are a lot of very strong teams in it, which team do you worry most and why?
Okay. แฟนๆคือมองว่าเราอ่ะเป็น group of death แล้วเรามองว่าทีมไหนอ่ะเป็นทีมที่แบบว่าแข่งที่สุดหรือว่าเป็นคู่แข่งที่แบบว่าน่าเอาชนะมากที่สุด
I don't know if she speaks the same language, so I'm not going to jump to that conclusion. But if she does speak the same language as him, she might as well not. I was going to say she might as well ask the question to him in the language. No, because we need to hear the question. I was thinking, like, why doesn't she just ask him in the same language, and then that way you don't need the translator to translate the question. But for our sake, we never mind. Never mind.
เพราะว่าอะไร
ก็ผมว่าตอนนี้ก็น่าจะแบบว่าน่าจะแข่งกันทุกทีมนะดูจากการที่ได้ซ้อมอะไรมาทุกทีมมีโอกาสได้ท็อป1-3หมดเลยก็ส่วนก็ต้องรอดูในแข่งอีกทีนึงครับผมก็ไม่แน่ใจเหมือนแต่ทุกทีมคือแข่งแกร่งครับคือโหดมาก
Okay, he said that all the teams are like all of them are the strongest ones. So he said he might watch at the first match first how it's gonna be. So he gonna decide it later.
Yeah. Very tactical move, very smart. And also, a lot of Vampire Esports fans have a lot of expectation when it comes to after your performance in the PMWI. So, do you feel any sort of pressure that you have to really perform the first day, especially?
โอเคแบบแฟนๆของ Vampire เราเองก็แบบคาดหวังในตัวเราว่าเราอ่ะจะได้เป็นที่1ในPMWI.
I'm going to skip over this. It doesn't necessarily matter what they say. It just matter of how things are done. So far, this is all good. Obviously, a translator is normal and should be utilized so they can speak in the language that they feel most comfortable with. Even if he does speak a little bit of English, let's say, or even fluent in English, he should be able to speak in the language he wants. It's also a feeling of like I have pride for where I'm from, and I'm not just gonna like whitewash what by just saying things in English or the people who supported me throughout my life might not actually understand what I'm saying. So, you know, it makes sense no matter what. Even if he does speak great English, I would say, you know, that's the way it goes. Now, well, if he does speak great English, then he can understand the question and then respond in the language he wants, and then also respond in the English language. I think that would be optimal. So apparently he does not speak English at all or well.
กดดันรู้สึกยังไงบ้างไหมตอนนี้
ก็ตอนนี้ก็ถามว่ากดดันไหมก็กดดันครับผมเพราะแบบว่ามันมีตั๋วแค่ที่ไปรอบแกรนด์ไฟนอลเลยก็แค่1 ถึง 3 ทีม
Again, we're gonna move forward from that.
For which team?
How does
Seven World
Araband
Gaming,
Pocket
I
Drum
noticed.
actually sound?
If I recognize any of the
Drum
others.
teacher Crystal will demo for you.
You think it's gonna take the whole
He's-
enchilada?
I've seen him before on the left. I forgot his
rewards
name.
right
Powers?
there.
No, he's not
Seven?
Powers. I don't know. You guys.
Have you grabbed your
hold on.
PMGC token yet?
Wait, yeah, this will answer my question.
Doing.
These teams is
There we go. So what I would have done, I mean, not what because I don't have the skills, but I was operating this and I had more time to work with because obviously there's time constraints. So I'm just saying, based on the fact that if I have like unlimited amount of time and I have unlimited amount of money, which they don't have, but just saying, what would make this video better? Instead of doing the thing where you're just showing the teams for a moment, those banners, I would actually have each player, each person here indicate the team. And they have it on their chest or something, and they're moving around. We do this with trailer shots all the time for COD Mobile, PUBG Mobile, where, you know, you don't want to make a player skin look bad, right? So it's not like one gets destroyed. In general, it's like, you know, he got this one, but this guy got that one, and this guy got that one, so it's like a 50-50. And so you could do that here if you want to show them battling. Even if you're not going to show them battling, which you didn't do here, you can just show all of the players representing one of the teams, have the emblem on their chest, not any particular player's face. You don't have to be that crazy with it. And that way, it wouldn't be hard, and it would make us more interested in the logo, which is what they're trying to do. Essentially, they're trying to do that. I think it was just easier to do it this way because they can just have that video, no matter what teams were going to be showing up in their logos, they can just have that video, and whenever that screenshot came of the team logos, they could just change it. So that just made it easier. But the other way would have been cooler. All right, here we go.
and welcome to the PUBG Mobile Global Championships Group Green, baby. And you know why it's called Group Green? Because I know one of these teams is
see
going to
the
get
names.
that big cheddar, that big piece.
All right, here we go. Hot Jukes, that's the name. Imperium, I've heard of him. So I know they cast a lot. Like, I've seen Hot Jukes a ton of times. I just couldn't think of his name. Seven World Gaming, I've known him for the most part. I've only talked to him on Discord briefly, very briefly. And then Imperium, I've never talked to. I've seen him. He's more on the side for the most part, in my view. He's not obviously as big as the other two. I could be wrong, but that's just the way. Maybe I'm just an older person. Anyway, Hot Jukes is going to be the host. He's going to be running the casters essentially, and he's going to be delegating, like, all right, you're going to talk this time. Like, he's going to tell Seven World Gaming, hey, you're going to talk at this point. Imperium, you're going to be talking at this point about this. And obviously, both of those analysts are going to be coming up with things that they want to talk about. So during the match, they might go to Hot Jukes and be like, "Hey, I got this thing about this team. So I have that covered. You can send it my way right when we get back from the end of the game." That's how that's gonna work.
That $4 million
Mostly up to
prize
them
pool.
because they
Of course,
know
let me
what to do.
introduce two of the best in the business here on the desk. The 7WG
thing?
and it.
This guy has his green screen too close. It's not a big deal, but it takes away from the, what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to put me in a zone where I feel like I'm in this high definition room, high tech room, right? And you guys are showing video screens of you in this high tech room. And so he's this black on the bottom right around the dinosaur. I'll show it, like kind of goes in and out.
Period. How y'all boys doing?
What's happening there?
Doing absolutely great, man.
What's happening there is
for this moment the whole year. It's
the green screen's too close to him, so it's creating a shadow.
Imperium, we get a chance to do
so he just needs to push that
for
back.
the group of death.
That would fix it.
It is indeed the group of death. They won some of the biggest, most successful, experienced teams in the world are facing up against each other, and there's a minimal amount of spots.
I'll put myself in the middle here, guys. Yes.
So pumped to get into it, guys.
Oh man, it's minimal spots indeed. And I can't wait to go ahead and do the whole breakdown for you guys in just a minute. But man, there's so much here to talk about. But of course, before you guys do that, hop into PUBG Mobile right now. Grab your PMGC token and vote for which team you think is gonna take the whole enchilada. Hopefully, you can win some nice rewards right there. Seven, have you grabbed your PMGC token yet?
I have. I actually voted. I will tell you guys on Sunday. Okay, on Sunday.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Of course, we couldn't do this without none other than our sponsor, Sony. The Xperia 1.4 and Xperia Stream were created in collaboration with professional esports players. Play
That's an odd
in
thing.
90 hertz with Xperia Stream.
So they didn't like collaborate on that, and there are gonna be times where miscommunication. So he's like saying, "Hey, who did you pick?" Essentially, was that who you think's gonna win? And he's like, "I'm not gonna tell you." It's like, well, I mean, I asked, and I would like that information because I asked, and so like he could say like, "Yeah, it's fine," as he did. He just moves on because it's like, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of not getting that information. But it's just funny, like they didn't communicate that at all. He was ready to get an answer. Sometimes you're just not going to be
Team's total cooling system
getting all the
and
answers
multiple
beforehand.
ports for intensive gaming and streaming. Of course, a big thank you, of course, to Pullman, Kuala Lumpur. Banksar, our world is your playground. Boom! Now that we got that out the way, right? I think it's time to also tell you guys.
Got 1 minute before the
follow
discovery box ends,
right?
so make
follow
sure to follow
us right now. Hit
on
the
a
button,
chance.
guys. I know you're watching, okay? There's a big red button. It says subscribe. Click it, okay? Go to Twitter, go to Facebook, TikTok. Do it all. Do it all, right? You've
Let's
done it
move
all.
on because
Seven.
we're getting
Team
a
that
little.
shocked a lot of people halfway through the year with what they were able to do in PMWI. But this is a completely different beast, especially this group.
I honestly didn't know FaZe was in PUBG
to
Mobile.
The PMGC finals is going to continue on,
No clue.
or if it might end here. Anything can happen with the caliber of teams that we currently have.
I thought this was part of it, like an ad within it. I'm like, where the hell happened there? Now we have Star Wars.
Yeah, we can actually go into the field right here, the battlegrounds, and you can see the shaking happen right there. Just saying, please, please let me get the zone. That's what we're seeing right there.
And like, and it's interesting
Love it.
because Seven, you mentioned about big surprises in the form of Vampire. We look at down one, Kia last year.
Love that.
Won the PMGC.
More
East.
of
They
that
came
is
out of
great.
nowhere. And
These guys
surprised
aren't
us all.
content creators.
It's the same roster as
They, it's not like their job is to be entertaining. Their job is to win. But it does certainly help when they're entertaining. It does it's kind of like basketball players in a way. When you have to have someone entertaining. You have to have someone who's really good at basketball to play in the NBA. Coaches are not being like, well, this guy's really great at social media, so let's bring him in. They're bringing in the best players because winning makes money. And the problem, not necessarily a big problem, it's just a problem, is sometimes they're not entertaining. Like they're not trying to be. They're just like, I'm focused, staying focused, and I'm gonna play to win the game. And that could be entertaining. People can really like, obviously people like Kobe Bryant, not because he was entertaining, it was because he had a steadfast approach and a dedication to the game, right? That was his main shtick. The Black Mamba. Gonna really work it hard. He didn't care if he was nice necessarily. I'm sure he cared in some level, but that wasn't his thing. Work hard. And so that has its own entertaining aspect because we all love Kobe. But it also is helpful when you have someone who's goofy, so it's helpful when you have someone who's even gets angry, or a super nice guy. Like you think of Saikuno. There's content creators at all sorts with all different personalities, but they all have something similar, and have personalities. If you don't have a personality, you are dead in the water when it comes to entertainment. And as players, you're not really required to have personalities. You're required to play well.
Last year, they do have another player as a sub, but they've now brought the experience over the past year, and I think they could be big contenders for the
I really
top
like
three.
this guy right here.
Yeah, and you're mentioning about how they were able to dominate their league stage. When we went to, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to be a David Downer here.
I think he
but
when
we
went
went to grand finals,
Okay.
that one Kia only ended up in 11th place. Not one of the best performances. I'm pretty sure that's going to be on the back of their mind, and they're going to be looking to just prove a point here, whether it's the league stage, whatever it is that they're going to be doing. This team is going to be looking.
It reminds
to
me of minor league
We're
baseball.
talking about Bacon. Guess what? This is a team that's
Minor league baseball
also
has some
gonna be
funny
bringing in
names.
that power.
It's that consistency
Like a
for
hot
me.
dog is
Dukes
one.
that
I
shows
don't
that
remember. I
Bacon
can't
Time
think of
are
them,
able
but
to maybe
tornadoes,
perform at this
it's like
kind of,
random
can
objects.
perform at this kind of level, right? Because Thailand isn't exactly a poor region. It's extremely strong. So for them to perform consistently across the year speaks for their ability to step onto this
But
kind
I
of
do like this. This is something I was hoping to see in an earlier COD mobile event. Is this like focus, like getting ready? I think this is great. I would love to hear what they're saying. I can understand that could be a problem because you have things that you're talking and you don't want an enemy to know about. Like you're gonna say, oh, we're gonna rotate here, we're gonna drop here, we're gonna do that here. It's like you just broadcasted that to the whole group. So it's understood that they won't record in there. But it would be nice. Like it would be nice to get an insight of what they're talking about, because it's things we would want to know. Want to know what do you say before the matches? What do you do before the matches?
You can just see the rocking back and forth right there. I guarantee you, those fans are set to absolute max speed right now because no matter how good you are sweating because this is where it comes down to right here, right now. And of course, how could you forget the legends of Brazil? Alpha 7 Esports, all rocking their natural hair colors here, 7. So they're not going to get the blonde hair buff.
I'm so surprised. And you can see on the bottom right-hand side, you see those second place finishes. And this is a team that usually tends to start really, really well. But then on the final game, on the final day, they tend to slow down a lot. We saw that in PMWI, and you can see there too on the other previous.
So we'll stop it there for now. We might pick this one up next time we do a PUBG Mobile stream. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Congratulations to Ziad and Fofu, I believe. Congratulations to winning the Discovery Box. We'll be heading out now. And